The four great caliphs of Islam, Hazrat Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali, crushed the mighty Roman and Persian empires in just a few short years. The Persian capital fell easily into the hands of the Muslims. But the capital of the Roman Empire, Constantinople, remained unconquered by Muslims for the next 800 years. After the era of the righteous caliphs, 5 great Muslim kings attempted to conquer this legendary city. 4 of them failed miserably, but in the end, during the 5th assault, a mere 21-year-old youth changed the course of history forever. He built the largest cannon the world had ever seen, and for the first time in human history, caused massive warships to sail not over water, but over mountains. His name was Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror.
What we know as Istanbul today was 2,000 years ago the capital of the world's greatest superpower, the Roman Empire. The city was surrounded by the sea on 3 sides and land on just 1. To protect it, the Romans built 3 massive stone walls, and in front of them, they dug a deep water-filled trench. They believed this city could never be conquered by anyone on earth. But inside the hearts of the Muslims lived a sacred dream, inspired by the holy prophecy of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The first army of my nation to attack Constantinople will be granted paradise. Driven by this holy dream, first the army of Hazrat Muawiyah, and later the vast forces of Suleiman ibn Abd al-Malik surrounded the city. But at the entrance of the Golden Horn, the Romans had stretched a monstrous 30-ton iron chain across the water. The Muslims could not pass it. Because of this single chain, for the next 700 years, no Muslim ruler ever dared to attack this fortress again.
700 years later came the rise of the Ottoman Empire. Sultan Bayezid and Sultan Murad launched the 3rd and 4th siege against the city. But they too were defeated by that exact same chain. This devastating defeat broke Sultan Murad's heart. He would often sit with his children, telling them the tragic story of his shattered dream. Among those children was his son, Prince Mehmed. Watching his father's tears from a very young age, a single, unyielding fire ignited inside his soul. He had only one goal in life: the conquest of Constantinople. At just 19 years of age, Mehmed became the 7th Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. The kings of Europe and even his own Prime Minister, Halil Pasha, mocked him, treating him like a mere child. But Sultan Mehmed gave his advisors a clear and fierce warning: either I will conquer Constantinople, or Constantinople will conquer me. To shatter those impossibly high walls, the Sultan needed the medieval equivalent of an atomic bomb. Right at that moment, Urban, a Christian engineer who was driven away from the Roman court, arrived before the Sultan. He forged the Basilica for the Sultan, a monster cannon 3 stories tall, the largest cannon in human history.
A single cannonball weighed 600 kilograms. At 21 years old, Sultan Mehmed launched the fifth great assault with 100,000 soldiers and 200 ships. Standing before his grand army, he delivered an unforgettable speech. Today, the opportunity has come for us to become that blessed army prophesied by the Holy Messenger. But as soon as the battle began, the Sultan's first three strategies failed spectacularly. The great chain of the Golden Horn could not be broken. In the brutal land battle, the legendary Roman general Justiniani held the line, blocking the Muslim advance. And when the Ottoman soldiers dug secret underground tunnels to enter the city, the Romans discovered them and unleashed fire into the earth, burning the trapped Muslim soldiers alive. Their absolute last hope was the great Basilica cannon. But it could only fire once every 3 hours, and due to the extreme heat, the giant bronze barrel cracked and exploded into pieces. Surrounded by absolute failure, deep despair settled over the Ottoman army. Inside the city walls, the Romans began to celebrate. When everyone else had given up, Sultan Mehmed sat inside his tent, and alongside his loyal general Zaganos Pasha, crafted an unbelievable plan, something no human mind had ever dared to conceive. To bypass the ocean chain, he decided to drag his massive wooden warships across dry land over a steep mountain and drop them directly into the Golden Horn behind the enemy lines. To avoid Roman eyes, the impossible task was done entirely in the dark of night. A makeshift wooden railway was built across the forest, drenched in animal fat and grease to make it slippery. Each ship weighed 40 tons. As they reached the steep mountain slopes, the task seemed completely impossible. But right then, a miracle happened. A powerful gale-force wind began to blow in favor of the Muslims. The Ottoman soldiers immediately unfurled the massive sails of the ships. Powered by the violent wind, 100 bulls and 1,000 soldiers managed to drag nearly 70 warships over the mountain in a single night, dropping them safely into the Golden Horn. In the morning, as the Romans woke up and looked out at the sea, they saw an entire Muslim fleet floating in their backyard. The ground slid from beneath their feet.
The Romans held an ancient prophecy that their glorious capital would fall only when a king named Constantine, born to a mother named Helena, ruled the throne. Coincidentally, the reigning Roman king was Constantine XI, and his mother's name was indeed Helena. As this prophecy spread, the morale of the Romans shattered into dust. Sultan Mehmed delivered the final speech of his life. Today, either I will conquer Constantinople or my entire army will die before these walls. During the final bloody charge, a few heroic Ottoman soldiers breached the defense, climbed the highest tower, and raised the Ottoman flag for the first time in 800 years. General Justiniani fled the battlefield, but the last Roman emperor, Constantine, threw away his crown and fought till his last breath, dying alongside his soldiers. With the fall of the Roman king, the Muslims finally marched into Constantinople after 800 years of trying.
the 21-year-old young Mehmed earned a legendary new title, Sultan Mehmed Fatih, the Conqueror. He entered the grandest cathedral of the empire, the Hagia Sophia, converted it into a mosque, and ordered the first call to prayer, the azan, to echo through its magnificent dome. Soon after, he executed the treacherous Prime Minister Halil Pasha, replacing him with his loyal general Zaganos Pasha. And just like that, the 2,000-year-old great Roman Empire fell forever, and from its ashes rose a magnificent new superpower, the great Ottoman Empire.